Alright, hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys have been practicing. We're on the last video of Season 1. And today we're going to be learning how to make our own tricks. Ooh. So in order to even start on this process, you'll need to have a really good understanding of how the butterfly knife works. As silly as it sounds, you'll need to be able to feel the tricks. It may help to practice your tricks really slow, or even practice with your eyes closed. That way you can actually feel what part of the trick you're actually on. This will definitely help you be able to tell where your knife is, how fast you're spinning it, how fast you're tossing it, or whatever. Alright, now let's start developing a trick. Alright, so just to make this a little bit quicker, we're going to modify a currently existing trick and just, add a little bit to it. But this process is exactly the same as if you build a trick from scratch. Alright, so one trick I really like is actually the latch drop. It's not my favorite trick, but it's one I really like. It's kind of cool, and it's really fast, but there's not much you can do out of it. I mean, like, look at this. You latch drop and you're in the ice pick grip, and then what are you supposed to do with that? You can't really transition, you can't spin around your finger backwards. Well, some people might be able to, but I can't. So let's see what we can do. From this position, sure, I could just flip it up in my hand, but that's not too fancy. I could just, just give it a little toss and try to spin it. Or I could try to rotate it around the other way, but again, not really fancy enough. All it does is you're moving your hand more than the knife at that point. So I don't really consider that to be a really good trick. Alright, so let's see what else we can do. We have it like this, and we can just give it a kind of flip, but it's still, you see, there's not really much you can do with it. So I decided, well, why don't we take a look at another part of the trick. We can cut this trick off short, and then try to modify it to see if there's anything we can, inject into the actual trick. Like, stop the trick early, and then add on a different ending. So it's still based on the same trick, but we'll actually have a little bit of a different outcome. So if you look at this trick right now, what you do is you spin it around, it comes up, and the two handles touch. So yeah, that's just a pretty basic trick. Well, right here, we have a lot of openings. And what I mean by that is there's a whole lot you can do with the knife with it just hanging like that. You're holding onto the latch, and the knife is completely free. You can spin it any way you want, you can twist it, you can do anything. So we have a whole lot of options of what we can do to try to get back to the original position. So as you can see, a simple closure is bring it like that, but in that handle, we can kind of inch it up into our hand. So that's where we want to go. We have our start point with the knife open, we have our end point with our knife closed. So what we gotta do is try to figure out how to get from point A to point B. So that's the default closing, and then maybe we can bring it back down and try to flip it up into our hand. So in order to actually figure out how to do this, you have to start practicing that. So you take it to where you want to go, which is the knife out and relaxed, and then we want to have to practice how to get it up into the other point. Just keep going back and forth with that. Using a finger, I was able to actually give my knife a little bit more force and swing it up. So just practice small parts at a time. First thing for our practice is swinging it up. So using a finger, try to swing it up a little bit, just putting a little bit of pressure on there, and swing it up. And there we go. Not perfect, but it seems like the trick will actually work. So all you gotta do is just keep practicing this, just keep doing that same motion over and over again, then just add that to the beginning of the trick you modded, or if you're making your own trick, work on each individual part individually. Part 1, then part 2, then part 3. Then at the end, all you have to do is just tie them all together. Practice all 3 parts slowly, and then you just do them faster, and then eventually you'll be up to full speed and your trick is done. It's actually that easy. After that, you'll probably still have to actually do a lot of practicing on this, but you've actually just developed your own first trick by just simply practicing how to get from point A to point B. So, alright, I hope that helped. This is the last video for Season 1, but on Wednesday, I think I'll have a video up announcing Season 2, where you can actually suggest what tricks you want to see in Season 2. Alright, so I guess I'll see you guys in Season 2. Bye.